Hello everyone, welcome to Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a look ahead, what's coming towards you for the sign of Gemini. I'm no longer doing, as of now, or at least for this series, the short and extended version. Hardly anybody watches the short, and a lot of times by the time I get done clarifying everything, the story has changed, so it's kind of a waste of my time, your time. So I'm just doing the long. If you don't like long readings, then this is probably not the channel for you. Though I appreciate everybody who visits or subscribes. But I've got to stay true to how I read and myself and all that. And the viewers that enjoy that will come, I'm sure. Hit start. Do not forget. So yeah, this is a collective reading, so if it doesn't sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. But this is for the sign of Gemini. I've already done a pre-shuffle, so I'm going to shuffle real quick, and then we will get into your reading. Please share, like, subscribe, or leave a comment if this did resonate with you, or you enjoyed this and want to see future content. And yeah, the thumbnails that I've been uploading are created by me using NightCafe, PicsArt, and Sketchbook. If you want to see more, that's all in the detail box, as well as how to reach me for a private reading. So, and on the thumbnails, if you like the picture, don't worry, the zodiac sign is not in the work. I just add that for the thumbnail. So, Gemini, what's coming towards you? What is the most important influential thing coming towards you? So, starting off with your current energy situation, moving on to what's coming towards you, both the highlight or silver lining, followed by the potential pitfalls, things you need to watch out for, then the potential challenges, obstacles, or roadblocks you'll be facing, outside influence after that, advice, and then probable outcome, as well as the theme of what's coming towards you. Alright, for Gemini, only what serves towards their best interest, greatest good, highest potential, highest possible purpose. What is most important for Gemini to hear? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the theme. Where you are now. What's coming towards you? Silver linings or highlight. Just scoot that up a little bit. Potential, okay. Potential pitfalls, challenges or obstacles. Outside influence. Advice. And probable outcome. What is going on? This is like the 3rd or 4th reading I've done in a row where swords are just everywhere. I guess that makes sense because we are, I hate to sound like I'm repeating or being repetitive. I'm sure you've heard it before, but Mercury retrograde. Mercury deals with how we communicate, how we process information, how we express or vocalize how we process or what we're processing. So the fact that everybody's in their heads kind of makes sense. Now I know that it would probably save a lot of time for me to just have this spread out, but I do enjoy letting you know that this is a reading where it's organic, it's natural, it's not forced. So knowing that I'm shuffling on camera as opposed to just having a set, not to like throw shade on those that do, but I do enjoy the readers that shuffle in front of you. Even though you can't see me shuffling, you can hear it. One of these days I'll set up my camera so that you can see, or you can see my hands at least. I'm still not comfortable with the idea of being out in front of the world. Not like they're heinously ugly, it's just very private. Anyway, I'm gonna hush. For Gemini, please clarify these cards in a clear, accurate story so they may properly interpret and relay the messages you want them to hear in the way that you want them to hear it. Not what they want to hear, not what I want to tell them, but what is true and only serves towards their best interest, greatest good, highest potential, please, for Gemini regarding what's coming towards them. Alright. What is the most important influential thing coming towards Gemini? Please clarify these cards in a clear, accurate story so they may receive the most important messages at this time. For Gemini, please. One. Two. Don't you dare. That was 3, I believe. I had some cards fall out, so I had to fix it. Alright. 9 of Swords seems to be the theme. Overthinking something. We'll go over the signs in a moment. So your current energy situation. It's coming towards you. Interesting. Alright. As far as signs, first off we had Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Scorpio. I say that because kings represent the fixed signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Taurus. We have maybe possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, as well as Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The clarifying cards, we have Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Taurus and Libra. So those are the signs that are showing up here. Alright, so let's start off with your current... Oh, first of all, let me go make sure that this is all... Oops. Good. Oh, zoomed in a little too much. Sorry if you see my finger, I'm trying to keep it out of the way. Alright. So, let's start off with your current energy situation. So you are in the King of Cups. You may be dealing with a water sign, but it looks like you are waiting on something or biding your time. King of Cups can say that you are emotionally balanced at this time. You've got control over your emotions, or you're just in a place of deep contemplation as far as processing emotions or thinking about things from an emotional perspective. With the Three of Wands, it kind of is that's the card of waiting to see, waiting for your ships to come in. Let's clarify one more with that. What's Gemini's current energy situation with the Three of Wands and the King of Cups? Please clarify one more with the Three of Wands and the King of Cups for Gemini's current. Okay, that was fast. I don't like the wrinkles. I'm actually going to move this over so I can reach it better. And oh, this kind of came out in the reverse, so I'm going to keep it that way. So the Four of Swords in the reverse could be that you guys have made up your mind about something, or you're still in the process of making up your mind. Some of you are coming out of a period of isolation, whether that's like you weren't communicating with others as often, or you were kind of self-involved, self-reflecting. But with the Four of Swords in the reverse, that could talk about, it's one or two things. I'm going to clarify. But it's either coming out of that quiet period, that time of rest. Some of you may have finally healed a situation. You feel healed. You feel like you've gotten over something. But sometimes the reversals can represent the extreme of the Four of Swords. But I'm not sure I feel that way. I feel like some of you are like coming out of this and kind of looking forward, looking to the future and wondering what's next, or waiting for what's next. Let's see what that King of Cups, let's clarify that King of Cups first for your current energy situation. What does that King of Cups represent? Who or what does that King of Cups represent for Gemini's current energy situation? Tell me about that King of Cups. Some of you may be like living more in your heart space than you are your head space, meaning you're making decisions or taking actions more with your heart at the center of your process, decision-making process. Tell me about that King of Cups, please. Clarify that King of Cups for Gemini's current energy situation. No, none of those. Tell me about that King of Cups. 1, 2, King of Swords. Okay, so it's about a decision that you've taken some time to make, or you are taking some time to make. You're not rushing. But I feel like you guys are coming to some kind of conclusion, or you have. You've been in the process of waiting for things to unfold, seeing where things are headed, kind of feeling it out, like testing the wind, testing the water. There's a very strong energy here with both kings. Strong Scorpio, but could be water sign. Strong air sign, Aquarius, fixed, but could be Gemini, Libra. That's your sign as well. So this is you, and you are coming to some kind of decision. Let's look at what are you waiting for with that Three of Wands? What's that about? Tell me about that Three of Wands for Gemini. Okay. 1, 2, Aries. Well, that one's the one that came out. Waiting for something to materialize, come together. Waiting for something that you've manifested, that you've wished for, wanted, hoped for, like put out into the universe. It could be love for some of you. Something that you are deeply emotionally attached to or hopeful for. I say that because we have now the Queen of Cups. You're trying to manifest your perfect match, or somebody that gets you on an emotional level, that they vibe with you, you're on the same wavelength. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person, but maybe it's something like creative. You're waiting for something to come together that would allow you to be creative in some way. But whatever this is, you've been waiting, or you are waiting for something to come together, for something that you've put out into the universe, or maybe even worked very hard for, to kind of culminate into a direction, a definite that you can act on, or make a decision on. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. We also have Gemini and Virgo energy here. The Magician is ruled by Mercury. So some of you, this could have been going on, and there's been delays. Of course, when you talk about Mercury retrograde in this kind of community, we always know that there's usually some kind of setbacks, delayed gratification, delayed messages. Things are kind of like uncertain. Okay, so let's see what this Four of Swords is before we move on. What does that Four of Swords represent here for Gemini? Tell me about that Four of Swords. Maybe you're no longer waiting and you've taken control of a situation and said, you know, I'm not waiting around for this anymore. Okay, we have Cancer, Pisces here. We have the Moon and the Five of Pentacles that showed up. So some of you may be coming out of a grieving situation where you felt neglected, rejected, abandoned. That could be anything. A loss of a job, a loss of a home, a loss of a partnership, a loss of a friendship, a loss of something that really, it hit you, you know, and it stuck. With the Moon, there could be some trauma there. There could be some unhealed pain. You know, the Moon can also talk about depression, feeling emotionally just the Moon's not always the most comfortable place to be. So some of you are coming out of that, but again, I did say this can sometimes be the extreme of the Four of Swords in the upright. So some of you may be actually going through a really rough time. So it could go either way. For some of you, it might resonate that you are finally coming out of that. You're finally you finally healed the situation where you were emotionally pummeled by whatever happened here with the Five of Pentacles. Whether you felt rejected by someone, possibly, you know, you had to walk away from a situation. But more often than not, this is the experience that we go through. This could also talk about struggling financially, poverty, the loss of a home, a job, something that really hurts your finances or your security. I'm going to go with my knee-jerk reaction here to this. I think a lot of you are finally getting, I don't think you're fully healed, but you're at a point where you're comfortable enough to look towards the future. But for some of you, this does represent the opposite of that. You are deep in your feelings and you're processing it still. It's not an easy situation or an easy place to be because the Moon is here. This is like very profound. The Moon is profound feelings, emotions, overwhelming emotions. So take what resonates, apply it to your situation. If it doesn't fit your situation at all, then I'm probably not reading your story. But I do see that some of you are either waiting or you're done waiting. You were waiting, but now you're done. Oh, what am I doing? I need that. I think it has a lot to do with this, which is why I think it's more about healing than I do about like deep introspection, reflection, to the point of like completely isolating, completely blocking communication, completely setting yourself apart. So moving on to what's coming towards you. We have Aries energy here with the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. We'll see one more. tell me one more with the Emperor and the Seven of Swords for what is the most important influential thing coming towards Gemini that they would want or need to know. Tell me one more with the Emperor and the Seven Swords, Seven of Swords. One more, please, with the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. Clarify one more with the Seven of Swords and the Emperor, please, for what's coming towards Gemini. Two. And three. For some of you, you may go back and forth between feeling good, like you've overcome, and then other days you feel, bogged down by it. And before I move on, one of the things that just popped into my head is, I don't know why, but I run a tight ship now. I don't know if some of you are, okay, devil. Yikes. Capricorn energy there. Like Emperor, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil. This could be someone or something coming towards you that does not have your best interest at heart. I say that because the Seven of Swords can be secret, private thoughts, but with the Devil, I mean, this could be, secret, private, obsessive thoughts. But I see this more like as a person that is going to try to, or an institution, an entity, that is going to try to flex their control over you. But we're going to clarify. Tell me, what do I want to know about first here? First, tell me about the Emperor. It could be an Aries or a Capricorn. It does not have to be either of those signs, though. Tell me about the Emperor. What does that represent for what's coming towards? Who or what does that represent for what's coming towards? Oh, look at what almost, it sort of flipped and then it went right back in. The Devil. So yeah, okay. Yikes. Tell me about this Emperor. Tell me about this Emperor. Clarify that Emperor, please, for what's coming towards Gemini. What is that? Who or what does this represent? 1, 2, 3. So this is the one that came out. Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. Okay, so some of you are going to see the return of a person from the past. Whether that's an ex, or an old friend, or a family member, or co-worker, whoever this was, there was a connection at one point. Maybe you still are kind of connected in some way. But this is someone returning, and it's fated with the Wheel of Fortune. It could be a test, because that's what the Devil represents. It's a temptation. The Devil is about contracts, karmic bonds. The Seven of Swords can talk about, like I said, it can be private, secret thoughts, planning, strategizing, and then, the Seven of Swords can also talk about deception, lies, cheating, dishonest behavior, even theft, plotting against someone, but trying to do it in a sneaky way, not get caught. We're going to clarify that as well. I don't know who this Emperor is, except that they have a prominent energy for you. So it could be a boss, it could be a superior of some kind, it could be a parent, it could be a husband or an ex-husband, or it doesn't have to be a man, but if it's not, it's very masculine. That's why I get that flexing their control. Tell me about this Seven of Swords. Tell me about this. No. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What does that represent for what's coming towards Gemini, please? Clarify that Seven of Swords. Okay, there we go. Death. Scorpio energy. I don't know why this came into my head, but doing the old flipperoo. That's exactly how it came in. Doing the old flipperoo. I'm going to assume that somebody is switching up their game here. Now it could be something that is kind of disastrous here if you're not being, you know, attentive to it, because this is sneaky behavior. If you're not paying attention, this could drastically change things. It doesn't look like it's in a good way, but I feel more so like this death is coming, like this is, I feel like this is a returning energy as well as like a destined thing, something that was meant to come back full circle. It could be a test for you, but it's like they changed, or they're changing up their tactic. Whether this is, again, like somebody that's, it's something that shouldn't be here but is regardless. And it very well may be attached to this Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles that was here with that, the thing that you had felt rejected by or abandoned or neglected or suffered from. This could be that. It does, I'm not sure. But this does feel like something that's, or someone that is trying to catch you on an off day. See this person here? I'll try to show you. They're stealing a sword while the other person is sleeping. So they're trying to catch you sleeping is kind of that energy. But they may even like waiting until you're complacent, or they feel like your guard is down. And that's where that flexing the control is, like they want, in some way they want to feel like they can catch you at a weak moment, or when you're, you know, distracted. Tell me about that devil. Tell me about the devil. I think this is a toxic thing, unhealthy. Tell me about the devil, clarify the devil. For sure, what does this devil represent for Gemini, what's coming towards them? What does this devil represent? Okay. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. And this could be somebody that is coming back because they have a grudge, or they want to feel vindicated, or like they won. What they come forward with, what they communicate, may not be something you should trust or can trust. With that Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is usually somebody that comes in really quickly to express something, to communicate something, but in the upright, it's like their truth. It may not age well, or it may not be well thought out. It may be blunt and, you know, somewhat hurtful, but it's truth. In the reverse, the Knight of Swords, they don't care if it's connected to the truth, I feel, especially, mainly because that Seven of Swords is here. So whoever's coming towards you, they have ulterior motives. Their agendas are not, and that's that switch up energy. It almost feels like somebody is trying a new tactic. Okay, this didn't work before, so I'm going to try this. By the way, that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy there. But you have quite a few signs, so I'm not... You had the devil try to come out again with that Emperor. So this could be someone very controlling, very manipulative, very addicted to the feeling of power or making someone feel powerless. I'm not liking this energy, to be blunt. Straight to the point, I don't like this energy at all. But I feel, for some reason, I get this feeling of you can control how it plays out. As long as you're paying attention. As long as you don't let your guard down. Alright, we're going to move on. It's like just when you, and you said you know, that thing came in, I'm running a tight ship now. I think this person is testing that. Whether or not you've actually verbally said that out loud. It's the energy that you're putting off. Like, I'm not dealing with any horse shit. And then this person's like, oh really? And they try to knock on your door and, like, I don't know, offer you flowers instead of a bag of dog shit. Why am I... Sorry about the language, I don't usually. Anyway, not great energy coming towards you. I'm not liking it. So, silver linings, or highlights, being that this is what's coming towards you, I'd take this as a silver lining. So what is the potential positives of what's coming towards you? And the Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Clarify one more. With the Five of Cups and Six of Pentacles, please, for the silver lining here. Okay. I feel like you have experience, if not with this particular person, then with the energy of what they're bringing. I say that because the Five of Cups is here. You already know what this person's about. Or if you don't know them and they're new, you know their type. So you have the experience to be able to look at this and say, it's not for me. The Six of Pentacles is about balance, giving in moderation, extending yourself, your time, your money, your resources in a way that's balanced. Not only for other people, but especially for self. Like, not overextending, not putting... We're really already at 7 minutes in? Jeez, I thought I was going faster. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, this is like continuing on. And it goes a jump here from the Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like in understanding what this is, because you have experienced this before, you know what it looks like, you could turn this around and use it to your advantage. You could grow more, you could expand more. And I don't mean just monetarily or financially, although you potentially could, because we are talking about pentacles, money, coin. But I feel like this is more on a level of growth, self-growth. But I think it comes with not agreeing to the terms that they're bringing, not taking the offer, not putting up with this. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Four of Swords. This is that card, but now in the upright. So this is like, this could literally talk about you blocking communication. So that might be something that you would help you, or that you need to do. Just shut the crap down before it even like steps foot in the door, or opens the door. This is making a choice because you've already been here, and either you're in the process or you've just come out of it. So some of you, this might be like a scam artist, and they're trying to, you know, get you involved in a situation where you would, you know, give them your money. But here, the positive potential here is that you're actually the one that gains. But it would require you to say no, to reject it, to turn away from it. Tell me, yeah, judgment came out, final judgment, making a judgment call based on what you have available to yourself, knowing, look at that, Six of Pentacles and the Magician. Putting what they want or what they're asking you towards yourself and growing your own kingdom, growing your own abundance, growing your own expansion or evolution in whatever department that is, whether that's money, finance, or finance, career. This is putting what you would put towards that person or that offer towards yourself. And even if it's like a family member, which might be the hard part with the Devil. Maybe some of you feel obligated towards this person. Maybe they have control because they are a boss or a landlord or somebody that holds some kind of power over you, at least in their mind. Alright, let's look at the potential pitfalls. The things you need to watch out for. If this is the positive potential of the Seven of Swords and coming in, then this is the less desirable or negative potential. So potential pitfall with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords for Gemini regarding what's coming towards them, please. One more with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. One more with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. If it sounds too good to be true, there's probably a reason you feel that way. Yeah. This person is presenting themselves in a way that, yeah, you can take me seriously. The Page of Pentacles twice, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with the Two of Cups. So this person is presenting you with an offer. It could be, you know, they want a relationship, or it could be that they want to mend a relationship. However, I don't trust it. The Nine of Swords says eventually you're going to feel anxious. You're going to be, you know, you're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel anxious about this person, about the situation, and there is a reason for that, because something isn't adding up. Even though their offer looks very convincing, or they are, you know, again, presenting themselves in a way that they can be trusted, their offer is solid, it's serious. That Nine of Swords here shows me that you would begin to question. Like, this is, you know, worry, fear, doubt, self-doubt, questioning yourself, like, why do I feel this way? Am I being paranoid? You know, having trouble sleeping because of these recurring thoughts and worries. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles, please, for the potential pitfalls here. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. It feels like they're coming in, expressing something that you've wanted, someone to like level with you and be real with you. But you're going to feel it with that Nine of Swords. Long before you acknowledge it. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles, please. Clarify that Page of Pentacles for the potential pitfalls, okay? Yeah, for some of you, this is a person coming back in, wanting a second chance. They're wanting a reconciliation. Why the Nine of Swords? Why would it give them the Nine of Swords? Oh, okay. Why would it give them the Nine of Swords? Why is the Nine of Swords here for the potential pitfall? You need to pay attention to your thoughts, because usually when you start worrying about a thing or a person and you don't really have any clear reason why, it very well may be that you're intuitively picking up on energy that's just, it's not right. Something's not right. A lot of us ignore that because we feel like, well, they're saying everything right, they're even doing everything right, but I still don't feel right. Nine of Swords, please. Why the Nine of Swords here? Sun. Leo energy there. We also have Scorpio energy here. 1 second, I'm going to switch up. Okay. So yeah, the Sun here is like, everything will be exposed in time. I more so feel, first of all, I feel like the Sun is here with the Nine of Swords to be like, this is your warning sign, this is your red flag. Literally, look at the two, well, they're children, but they're like cherubs, kind of, whatever. They're holding a red flag. What you need to watch out for is the red flags. And this is the way that it's going to manifest for you, is that you're going to find yourself questioning. And a lot of it's going to be self-directed, like, why do I feel this way? This person seems genuine, they seem authentic, or their offer seems authentic, but why do I feel, why am I having a hard time sleeping? Why do I always feel anxious, jittery, nervous around this person? That is your body's way of telling you that something isn't right. These intuitive little nudges. And you know, sometimes when we come out of situations, it's hard to differentiate between paranoia and real intuition. But in this case, I feel like your intuition, you need to trust it. Because it's going to look really good on the surface. Whatever they're saying, doing, whatever they're selling here, it's going to look really good, or sound very good, or read very good on paper. The problem is, you're not going to feel good. Alright, so let's move on to the potential challenges or obstacles because of, during, or maybe some of you are already in this process, and I do believe that's the case, because you had clarifying that Four of Swords. You had the Moon and the Five, and here's the Moon again, Cancer, Pisces energy. So these are the challenges and obstacles and or roadblocks that you'll potentially be faced with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's do one more. The Moon and the Seven of Wands, please, for the potential challenges or obstacles for Gemini in regards to what's coming towards them. What's going to be holding them back. Okay. I'm going to look at this Moon because I think that's the main problem here. I think that's the root of it. What does the Moon represent? What does the Moon represent for Gemini as the challenge or obstacle here? Okay. Okay, based on a relationship, again, some of you are dealing with a person that you already know and is coming back in, carrying a different mask this time. For others of you, this is a new person, different character, same origin story. Like, they have a different face, but they have the same personality, or they're reminiscent of the person or situation that puts you in this Four of Swords with the Moon. Now, what I'm feeling from this is you're carrying a lot of unhealed trauma, especially when it comes to your heart. And that's going to be the thing that kind of challenges you here, is because of that, you are, I think this person is going to kind of shake you up in a way. Oh crap. I forgot to press start, so I have no idea where I'm at. I'm going to put it on 35. I feel like this person is going to catch you at a vulnerable moment. Like, you're in your feelings with the Moon and the Ace of Cups. You're exploring things that hurt you, you know, the process or the series of events that happened that got you to the Moon in the first place. And remember, the Moon is like being in your feelings, being in your head, but it's very emotional. It's uncomfortable because the Moon shows us things, and sometimes it's not always the truth, but it's trying to show us a reflection of ourselves, but yet we usually see it wrong because, you know, the Moon casts shadows. You know, the light is not real. Like, it's just a reflection of light. So it's not like the sun, where the sun illuminates. The Moon makes things appear differently. So that's what you're going through. And when this person comes in, it's going to kind of catch you off guard, or the way they do it, or maybe certain other things are going on, you know, that have you distracted. But your guard's not up. For some of you, this is a person, again, I get this energy, I think this is more specific to maybe only a couple, that you have strong ties to this person. And some of you feel obligated or genetically predisposed, if it's a family member or a person that you've known for a very long time and been faithful or consistent with, that you owe them your loyalty, or you owe them your time. Let me look at the Seven of Wands. And I feel like this person's going to come in strong when you're feeling, you're not weak, but you're not at your strongest, because you're still processing here. Tell me about that Seven of Wands. Clarify that Seven of Wands, please, for Gemini's biggest challenge or obstacle here. It's like, the strongest feeling I'm getting is that your guard is going to be down. Okay. We have Cancer, Pisces, now we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as the Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you are kind of in the process of changing location, changing jobs, changing, you know, maybe your environment, you're like cleaning things out, you're clearing up space. Some of you may be dealing with a mother, or you may be a mother kind of dealing with, you know, the after effects of being a single parent. Doesn't have to be a woman, you could be a man, so you could be stepping up to that role, but things are going on, you know. It could be, again, career related, job related, or why I say finance related, home related, even health related. But those are the things that have your attention, as well as this. So I'm getting, and it's got all your attention, and you're trying to navigate with the Seven of Pentacles, like what are my best options? What is going to pay long term? And you know, that could be anything. Like what is the best home, neighborhood if you're moving? What are the best schools if you're a parent or if you're a student? Like again, it's just this energy. Tell me about that Seven of Pentacles. It's like they're catching you when your head's someplace else. Okay, there we go. What's this? The Magician. Again, that's the third time that's come out. Some of you are in the process of creating something, bringing something to reality, actualizing it, manifesting it. I'm getting, some of you may be trying to start your own business. Or if you're not the owner of a business, maybe you're trying to get something off the ground for a hobby, or earn a better position, or earn better pay. You're trying to improve your life, basically. On several different levels when this person comes in. And you're challenged by this, because I think it's a lot going on at once, and you're standing strong and firm with this idea, this projection of what you want and what you're going after. But I feel like when this person comes in, again, their offer is going to sound really good, because you're not paying attention. You're not, you're spread thin, I feel like. They're going to catch you on an off day, or an off week, or an off month. Alright, so let's look at external. So anything external, outside or external, whether people, energies, and or situations that are going to somehow be influencing this situation, whether positively or negatively. So we're going to switch it up now. We'll go to the other deck. We have Aries, Leo, Sag, and we also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Remember, this is not you specifically, but it will be in some way affecting you, the situation, you. So let's look at one more with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. This looks like somebody coming in with communication. Let's see what that's about, or maybe looking for information. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords, please, for outside or external influence regarding what's coming towards Gemini. Tell me one more with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords, please. One. That was just a little bit too much. I'm not going to completely stop. Two. I don't think I've ever had a card do that. It flipped and then put itself right back in, like flipped like this, 180 degrees, and so we're going to keep that. Knight of Cups in the reverse, and then Seven of Wands. I don't know if this is the same person. It doesn't feel like the same person. If I'm being, I'm going to go with my first initial thought, is that somebody is trying to communicate here, or maybe they are questioning you, trying to find out information, but they're doing it in a way that kind of like sets you off. It triggers you, or your response to it is defensive. It could be that they are seeing the situation as it is. They know some information about this person or about the offer, or if it's a boss or whatever, they know something here and they're trying to show you something or tell you something, but you're not liking either what they're saying or how they're saying it. For some of you, it is this person like questioning you, and you don't like the way that you don't like their tone or the way they word it. So let's look at, first of all, strong Leo. Let's look at this Queen of Wands. Who or what is this Queen of Wands for the outside or external influence here? Tell me about this Queen of Wands, please. It could be a woman, does not have to be. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. It could be the other way around though. Maybe you approach this person with questions and they don't like your questions and they react defensively. Like maybe you're asking them questions about this person. Tell me about that Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. One. Two. Sorry, you didn't want to give me anything, huh? Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about that Page of Swords. Let me clarify this to see if it's what I'm thinking it is. Clarify the Page of Swords. Tell me about this page. Okay. Why? Why are they reacting like this? Or why does this trigger you to react this way? Why? Ace of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. So this could be some jealousy here. It might not be jealousy. It could be just provoking. Okay, let me just, you're either bringing this to this Queen of Wands person and saying, look at what I'm being offered. Maybe you're asking them, you know, their advice or their input, but the way they're reacting to it is to kind of jump on your case for some reason. Like their reaction is poor. Or it's the other way around. You receive this offer from this person and they either start asking you questions or they're giving you information that you do not want to hear, you do not want to receive, or maybe it's just the way they're expressing it to you, that this offer is a bum offer. It's fake. Or they're asking you, well, you know, maybe you feel like it's nosy, or you know, that it's without tact the way they're speaking or asking. But it's gonna cause some friction here with that Seven of Wands. Like somebody's gonna be defensive, whether that's this person or them, whoever's doing the Page of Swords here. I can't tell which direction it's coming from because both make sense, but I'm more so feeling like it's, well, no, I can't say that because both make sense. So just be aware that there could be someone in your environment that's either going to start telling you something, asking you something, and it's going to put you on the defensive, or you bringing this to them and asking them something about this person or what they're offering, they're going to react poorly to. And it could be because they're jealous, or it could be because they know something about this person that you don't. I mean, hell, you could both be upset about the situation. Maybe they received the same offer, and this is why they know what they know. And they're trying to warn you, but you don't want to hear it because you've already got, like, your hopes up about it. It's like they're either trying to caution you here, or you need to use caution because they're either jealous or maybe they're not appreciating what you're asking. Maybe this is their ex or something like that, or a former employee, or somebody that wanted what you are getting, and they're finding out that you got the offer, you got the promotion, you got whatever it is, and their reaction is, you know, to get upset. Moving on. Your advice. What are your messages of truth, clarity, wisdom, guidance, and advice for Gemini regarding what's coming towards them? Please, for their best interest, greatest good, highest potential. Give me one more with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands for their advice. What is your advice for Gemini? Yeah, you're going to have to narrow some things down here. I feel like you've got too much going on, too many things on your plate, too many options, and you're going to have to choose. You have to clear away some of the choices and narrow it down to literally your top three. I say three because it's a Three of Pentacles. But the most important. When I said some of you are spread too thin, that's what this is about. It's about clearing up some of that, getting rid of the waste. What do you want them to do with that Page of Wands? Only work towards partnerships that help you, that support you, that cooperate as a team with you, not the ones that leave you confused. Yep, there it is again. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Some of you, this is about co-workers or the people that you work together with on a day-to-day basis. This is about a foundation that needs clearing away. There's some extra here. And the Seven of Cups is the thing that you need to clear. The Seven of Cups is confusion, it's lack of direction, it's sometimes self-delusion or illusion. So clear away the illusion by focusing on what is real, what is not like, it's the real genuine deal here. And you're going to know it when you see it because it's all going to fit like a puzzle piece. It's going to support you in your best interest. It's not going to say one thing and do another. And you can see it and feel it. It follows suit. It's not like this person that is only presenting, the best version when you're looking, but when you're not looking, take action towards working it's solo, but it's also like cooperative. Be cooperative. Not with this person, but with your coworkers, your family, your friends. These are the things that you need to work on. The things that are already established. I don't think they want you to go for the new thing because it's just going to add to the confusion here. This is sometimes having too many options, which causes the confusion. Oops. Alright, so moving on. This is the not real. This is the very real. So know the difference between what you're confused about and what you know to be, that's, you know, tangible. You can count on it. You can rely on it. It's consistent. It doesn't leave you in the Seven of Cups. Alright, probable outcome here. Probable outcome. Taurus, Libra energy there with the Empress. Tell me one more with the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. I say probable because outcomes are not definitive. You have free will. Those around you have free will. Tell me one more with the Empress and the Six of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords again. Okay, if you don't take control of this situation before it gets out of hand, you're going to be right back in that Four of Swords, which is what you just got out of. But this time, you're going to feel a little bit hopeless because you just got out of it and you repeat it here. It's like, what good does it do if I just end up right where I was back at square one? It's going to feel kind of defeating. And I feel like it very much has to do with this person or this offer or this, you know, thing that's coming towards you. Tell me about the Empress. Some of you might feel stuck in a career. Some of you might feel stuck in a home situation. Like, it's mental imprisonment, so you can get out of it, but it's going to feel, you're going to think that you are tied or trapped. Tell me about this Empress. Clarify that Empress, please. Tell me about that Empress. Clarify that Empress. Okay. And this is showing you as like wanting to love, wanting to be loved, being receptive and open to the idea of an offer or offers that could potentially come in. Tell me about that Eight of Swords. This is like feeling in a place confident enough to entertain offers, basically, and wanting to extend that out to others as well. Eight of Swords is, oh, Five of Pentacles. There it is again, showing right back up. Four of Swords, the Moon, and the Five of Pentacles. Here it is again. So this, whatever this is, if you go with this, it's going to put you right back to where you were. Tell me about that Four of Swords. I don't know if this is exactly the same scenario or person attached to what you just, or what you are still getting over, but the outcome is the same regardless of who is presenting it. Tell me about that Four of Swords. Tell me about that Four, no, thank you. Tell me about that Four of Swords. The probable outcome regarding what's coming towards Gemini. This is the probable outcome of what's coming towards you, not your outcome. Two of Cups. Yeah, you're going to still feel like you're abandoned, neglected, rejected, left out in the cold. Or hell, some of you might see this for what it is and reject it based on what your heart is telling you. But I think the majority, that is if you listen to yourself. You can avoid this, but if you go in too gullible, you know, too, I don't want to say naive, but, because you're not naive. But I see like a repeat of where you've already been showing back up here. And this is regarding a connection. Whether that is romantic or not, I'm going to say that it is. because we had the Two of Cups, but it could be a friendship, it could be a family ordeal. But if you go with what this person's offering, you're going to end up right back where you were. For those of you that do listen to your heart, you are going to reject this, but that's a choice, obviously, that you're going to have to make. Alright, so let's look at the theme of this thing. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The theme of what's coming towards you. Was that the King of Pentacles? No, that was the Emperor, Aries. Some of you, it could be a Capricorn or an Aries. It does not have to be, though. It could also be Taurus, Virgo, or any sign. Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Look at that. That's the one that just popped out. Putting it back in. King of Pentacles again. Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles for the theme. This tells me what this is that's coming towards you. What is the theme of it? Like, is it love related? Is it work related? Is it home related? So it very well could have to do with work, but it could also talk about a commitment, because the King of Pentacles is the provider. But hush. Nine of Pentacles and the King, or Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles, please, for the theme of what's coming towards Gemini. Swords that showed up under this King of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles again. So some of you, this is more so relating to work. This could be a boss or superior, an authority figure who in some way you owe your, or you feel like you owe your allegiance to, your loyalty to. It could be because they do provide a steady paycheck, or, you know, whatever, a good job or a good career. However, the way they're presenting here is manipulation of power, abusing their power, taking advantage. And I think a lot of you fear telling this person no, or saying no in this situation, is that you will have to suffer through some kind of hardship. Like, you can no longer rely on them monetarily, or you can no longer, you know, maybe you'll lose a home because of the situation, or that's your fear. This is something that worries you a great deal. With that Nine of Swords, I feel like, and you had the 9 down here in your potential pitfall, this person is going to cause you a great deal of stress. Or the situation is going to cause you a great deal of stress. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. This person could have the authority or the ability to kick you out. It could be a landlord. It could be somebody that owns the home and you live there. It could be a parent that could cut you off from you know, from money, inheritance. And you want to be free of this person. Yeah. You want to be free of this person so you can heal, but for some reason some of you are attached to this person. Like, there is a contract, a commitment, and some of you, like I said, you're afraid to detach or say no because this person has some kind of authority, but they only have as much authority as you give them over your life. I mean, I know that it's not as black and white as that. Moving out of an abusive or unhealthy situation is not always as easy as just saying the words. But in this situation, I think you have attached too much power to this person. Because there is a way out. It shows that up here. And doing the hard thing and rejecting their offer or turning away from them, you will do just fine. You will expand and you will grow. Going from the 6 to the 8 of Pentacles. You still have a lot to offer to another company or to another commitment or to another situation. So not all is lost here. You do have other options. You do have a lot to offer, basically. And all this person does is take advantage, or this situation is it's taking advantage of you. And the advice here is to clear up some of that. Reject some offers. It's okay. Because you still have a strong foundation from which to work with. The Magician came out 3 times. 3rd house, Mercury. So Mercury is strong here. We have Pisces, Aries, Aquarius energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Basically what I'm saying here before my time runs out is you are free and clear to reject this or to choose differently. Because you have everything at your disposal that you need in order to grow without this person or this situation. They're going to make it seem like you don't, like this is your only option in some way or other. And if it's a love situation, regardless of what it's about, I'm getting more home, family, finance than I am love, but it very well could be a commitment because there's cards that represent that showing up here. But otherwise, you guys are in the clear. It's okay to walk away from this, to reject it, to even block this person. But otherwise, Gemini, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more in the future. I appreciate everyone who stopped by or stayed throughout. Every little bit of support helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time.